When I was creating Neverland, I was creating a world the way I would like to see it. I wanted it to be a place to bring sick kids who are deprived and underprivileged from around the world. A haven for them, where they could feel safe and have some escapism. Neverland is me. It represents the totality of who I am.
What inspired me to create Neverland?
It was so easy, because it was me being myself, creating things that I love. And what I love, kids happen to love, or the child that lives inside the adult happens to love, you know. It is so easy, because I'm just creating behind the gate what I never got to do when I was a kid.
Neverland appeals to the child inside every man, woman, and child. It's a place where I feel like you can return to your childhood.
You find grown-ups, doing things they hadn't done since they were like 10 years old. And it's just a fun, wonderful place to be. It's so much to do. When I was really little, 11 or 12, I was in the contract with Motown and I would have to go to the recording studio. I had to go and make these albums. Because the summer tour was right around the corner, and right across the street from the recording studio was a ballpark. And I could hear the kids, the roar of the crowd and playing and catching ball and having fun and playing tennis. And some of those times I so passionately wanted to just go over there and just play a little bit, and not go to the recording studio and sing, just to have some fun with the kids. And I couldn't. People say, why is he always with children? Well, I was raised in a world with adults. When kids were playing and were in bed asleep, I was doing clubs. We worked. There was no Christmas. There'd be no birthdays. So, I'm compensating. Nature made sure that I compensate for the loss. So, when you come behind my gates, you'll see an amusement park. You'll see animals. You'll see everything that I've never got to do. There's candy everywhere. It's fun. I wanted to have a place that I could create everything that I never had as a child. So, you see rides. You see animals. There's a movie theater. I was always on tour, traveling. And I never got a chance to do those things. So, I compensated for the loss. I can't go into a park. I can't go to Disneyland, as myself. I can't go out and walk down the street. There's crowds, and bumper-to-bumper cars. And so, I create my world behind my gates.
Everything that I love is behind those gates.
We have elephants and giraffes, and crocodiles, and every kind of tigers and lions. And we have busloads of kids who don't get to see those things. They come up sick children, and enjoy it. They enjoy it in a pure, loving, fun way.
So my heart go out to those children, I feel their pain.
And there are so many children in the city who haven't seen the mountains, who haven't been on a carousel, who haven't pet a horse or a llama, never seen them. So if I can open my gates and see that bliss, an explosion of screaming laughter from the children and they run on the rides, I say, thank you God.
I feel I've won God's smile of approval, because I'm doing something that brings joy and happiness to other people.
It's not just for me.
I can share with my family or friends or whoever I do.
I created Neverland as a home for myself and my children, and it was created simply. It was almost like it was done subconsciously. We've been doing this for 9, 10, 11 years. I did it before at my mother's house in Encino. We never wave a flag. We never try to get press for it. I do it quietly. I do it quietly because real charity is from the heart, Not to say, look at me, look what I'm doing. That's not why I do it, for coverage. I do it because it's from my heart. Every 3 weeks we have terminally ill children that come to the house, from charitable organizations such as Make-A-Wish Foundation, Dream Street, Starlight, etc., and we'll have like 100 bald-headed children. They all have cancer, and they're all running around.
And they are enjoying themselves, and it makes me cry happy tears that I was able to do this for them,
It makes me so pleased inside. Neverland, it's just a place to make families, to bring them together, to bring people together through love and playful spirit and nature. It makes families closer. Neverland. It's healing. There are grown-ups who come to Neverland and they say to me, I haven't done the thing I've done here in years. You can let your guard down and be a child again. I say, that's what Neverland is for. To return to your innocence. To have fun.
And I will never ever sell Neverland. Neverland is me. You know? It represents the totality of who I am. It really does. I love Neverland.